You started talking to me about this real estate thing.
Correct.
You know.
So I started doing that. Then I met Cesar.
Cesar.
Cesar is Flippin' NJ, is my partner in New
Right.
Jersey. He owns over 1,600 units in New Jersey and all throughout the country.
Cesar was in prison before.
Cesar was in prison. Cesar was locked up, and he learned how to do real estate in prison.
Wow.
He learned how to do it in prison.
We got to bring Cesar up here one day.
Yeah, he'd love to do it.
And shout out to my guy, the credit dude, man.
Yeah. So with Cesar, he taught me how to do it the right way. He taught me, why he was like, his first thing is, why are you using your money? I said, what you mean? He said, you don't use your money. You use other people's money to get these deals. And started teaching me the game of how to do it without using minimal money.
And how do you, because that's where
and that's what I've been trying to teach people. When I first got into real estate, I called 3 people. I called Clue. I called Fabulous. I called Joe Budden. Right? My Desert Storm family. And I said, hey, guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you should invest a little bit of money in, try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme and I was going to go to jail. Fab was like, I'll call you back. And Clue was like, nah, it's not for me. But I tried to teach them how to do it because I wanted my brothers to eat.
So this is a time when nobody knew you for this.
No.
You, DJ Envy.
And this is when real estate was
the People's
cheap.
Champ.
Correct. People's Choice.
People's Choice. Something like a rapper.
Something like a rapper.
Nobody know you for flipping houses.
No.
And all that. So this is after you met Cesar. And then you went to your guys.
Yep.
And what happened? Nobody wanted to.
Nah, nobody wanted to believe. Nobody believed in me. I was like, hell no. No, that's not happening.
You know what it is with us? It's like hard for us to sometimes see things where we got to give.
Of investors who say they were scammed in a real estate venture promoted by radio host DJ Envy. There is a major development.
DJ Envy's longtime business partner has been arrested by federal agents in New Jersey. Cesar Pina has been charged with fraud. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has been all over the story. She has the latest from federal court in Newark.
Cesar Pina arrested by the feds this morning on a charge of wire fraud and brought here to the federal courthouse in Newark. They say this may be just the beginning. He could face additional charges of money laundering.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ, my friend Cesar Pina.
DJ Envy often had his pal, Cesar Pina, on the radio host's The Breakfast Club show.
Started with no money, and here I am. $50 million later in real estate.
Promoting their real estate partnership. Now, in this federal complaint, the government says Pina engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme involving investors, adding Pina defrauded dozens of victims of millions of dollars. $1 million. Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, was not charged. Investors say Pina promised he would rehab and flip distressed properties, many in Patterson, giving a 30% profit within months. Dozens have now filed lawsuits saying they never got any of their investment back. Pina is accused of pocketing $17 million. No comment from DJ Envy. An inside source tells us that the iHeartRadio offices were visited by the feds who took out electronic equipment as part of this investigation. From Newark, Sarah Wallace.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. UPTV, make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and it's an old school saying out there, man, and it's a few of them. If it quack like a duck, look like a duck, and move like a duck, it's a duck. If he or she look like a cop, dress like a cop, talk like a cop, act like a cop, then you better believe that it's a cop. And in this case right here, Joe Budden, according to DJ Envy right there, and this was 2 years ago when he was on Maino's Kitchen Talk podcast, it said, it sounds like a Ponzi scheme. And we come today with these accusations, and allegedly, that's what it is. And I'm going to link in the description where you can watch that in full with Maino and DJ Envy and Channel 4 News out of New York yesterday, where they have now said he's arrested, that's Cesar Pina, and DJ Envy is not charged in this case. But Joe Budden had already spoke on this earlier this year. The clip just resurfaced now. He talked about this conversation on an episode that went on where Envy had made a comment that he don't talk to Joe and he don't speak with Joe. Joe kind of took a little bit of offense to it, I would say, just my understanding from what he was explaining on that episode. And I can't remember which one it was, Because when his name came up, Joe was like, well, hold on, bro, you don't speak with me. What you mean? You the same nigga that called me to introduce me to this real estate business. And he said, hey, bro, that sounded like it was a scam that was going to go wrong. And that's when these allegations first started hitting the internet. And there's already a little bit of tension there when Joe Budden had won the #1 media personality from the Complex Media Power Rankings. And it was already up there with it and everything. And I'm like, man, when the nigga right, he right. And Joe Budden most definitely seen it, caught the lingo, and said, nah, I'm not going to fly with that. Envy, being gullible to the situation, I feel like, thinking that it was going to work like that. And if you watch this full episode, Envy did explain what first got him wanting to do real estate. He made some genuine purchases, 2 houses out of Detroit, $15,000 a piece. It just worked in his favor with the luck of the draw that somebody came in, bought that property up because they was rebuilding downtown in Detroit, and he was able to flip those spots for a quick over $100K each. But then when Cesar Pina got with him, he had this whole other little thing of what he's being accused of, and Envy being connected to it. You promote it on the radio, telling people to tap in with this guy, introducing them to celebrities, and all that's buying into that from what they're alleging now. And I always say, innocent until proven guilty. But this is bad press. It is not a good look. It's something that I feel like anybody would rather not have to go through. And I ain't for nobody getting finessed. I tell y'all like this all day. Finesse the system. F over the system. Don't mess nobody out of their hard-earned money. Don't take people life savings. Don't take what people have worked hard for, what they planning for them and their family future. Find you a way to get over on the system. But one thing about that scamming, the PONZI schemes, and things like that, when you doing it on that high level consistently and you commit to that, you most definitely gonna be leaving a paper trail that the people gonna be able to trace. A lot of niggas who live like that, they know, understand that, and look at that, hey, that's part of the game, nigga. I'm gonna take my lick when it come. I can't say that for them, and I don't wanna throw that on nobody till everything is confirmed yet, because innocent until proven guilty. But this is just how it has went in these type of situations before, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this right here, when the nigga right, he right. Joe Budden was most definitely saw something, caught something, said, hey, nigga, the hell nah. And it's like writing on the wall 2 years later. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.